Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. To all the parents, grandparents, proud aunts, uncles, cousins, siblings, we are so glad that you've joined us here this evening for the 127th annual commencement of the Caledonia Mumford Central School District. I'd like to welcome the president of the class of 2026, Mr. Scott Bowman, to the podium.
If you are able, please stand and join us for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Scotty. I'm Dr. Chanel, the Superintendent of Schools here at Caledonia Mumford. I am proud to stand before you today representing the administrative team and the Board of Education as we begin to celebrate the class of 2026. To get started, I want to tell you a little bit about this class. First of all, and I would say the most impressive statistic of the night is that you are looking at a graduating class that has a 100% graduation rate. Congratulations, class of 2026. That does not happen all the time, and I would say things you're going to learn about this class this evening is that they really have raised one another, and we're going to talk about that. You'll hear it in speeches as we go through the evening. This graduating class is pretty impressive. 97% of them have been on the honor roll and on a distinct honor roll at some time in their high school career. They are graduating on average with 30 credits. It takes 22 It takes 22 credits to graduate from high school. And this evening, this class took 30 credits. So being a high school student here at Caledonia Mumford gives our students an opportunity to take a vast amount of coursework, and you are looking at young people that took those courses. Lots of AP classes in here, and kids whose GPAs are quite outstanding. We have students in the class that are going to head off to four-year colleges. About 34% of them have made the decision to do that. 3 of them, and I'm sorry to their parents, have decided that they're going to leave state to go to college. 31% of the students in front of you will attend a 2-year school. 19% of them are headed into the trades, and 13% of them are entering the workforce, many of them already employed. We have 1 student in this class who is headed to Mexico to do missions work, and another, if you will join me, ladies and gentlemen, in celebrating Carl Claver as he is headed into the United States Army. And now to the class of 2026. It has been an absolute privilege to watch you learn and grow. I think back to what you were like. I'm going straight to 8th grade, if you guys remember 8th grade. I remember standing in front of you one day in the auditorium and thinking to myself, we will not fail to teach these young people empathy. I can't even explain how proud I am of who you are, how far you've come, and what you've done for one another. We are a second home to you. Statistically, kids spend almost as much time at school as they do at home. You're here all day for your classes, you participate in athletics and extracurriculars, and by the time it's said and done, you're home, just with enough time to get your schoolwork done, go to bed, and come back here the next day and do it again. You have been like siblings to one another. You have fought a little bit. You have figured out how to make up. You have realized what a true friend is and what one is not. You've learned to lean on adults that you trust. And so for that, I can tell you that you're ready. You're ready for the next stage of your life. It's not just about academics. It's about those soft skills that you need in order to go out into the future and be ready. Some of you are leaving here saying that you want to be biomedical engineers. Others are saying you want to be veterinarians, or maybe you're going to study political science. You think that you're going to be an auto mechanic. I want to tell you a little bit about home. Sometimes when you leave and you've declared who it is you're going to be, you get scared to come back if that's not who you became. And I want you to know that you have only just begun your journey. Allow yourself to go into this next phase of your life, to dream, to fall in love with things that you become passionate about, and allow yourself to chase after those new things. If you come home and you change your complete mind of what you're going to be, don't you dare let that stop you from coming back to Alumni Day or showing up to a football game or a basketball game. We are your home. You have made us proud while you grew here. You will make us proud when you grow outside of here. This is home. The home of champions is more than athletics. Championship is about taking up a cause. Please go out into the world, take all the lessons that you've learned here, and make the world a better place. I could not be more proud of you. Congratulations, class of 2026. Make us proud and always come home. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure this evening to introduce our middle high school principal, Miss Morgan Marcello. Good evening. What an honor it is to be here tonight with all of you, celebrating the remarkable achievements of the class of 2026. Before I begin, I would like to take a quick second to thank all of the people who played a role in getting us to this moment. To our Board of Education and Dr. Schnell, thank you for your support of our programs and for all you do to help provide us the opportunity to continue to be great. To our administration, our teachers, faculty, and staff, together, you make sure students arrive safely, are fed, warm, cared about, and challenged every day. I am grateful for all you do to build and sustain our culture of excellence. To the parents, guardians, friends, and family members of our graduates here with us tonight, thank you for the rides, the support, the partnership, for challenging these graduates to be the best they can be, both at school and at home. Your hard work has also led us to tonight's celebration, so congratulations. Most importantly, class of 2026, you did it. Tonight, I'd like to ask you to think closely about your entire school journey. If you reflect, you might realize something pretty incredible. School wasn't just preparation for the real world, school was the real world, just on a smaller scale. Every stage you lived through over the last 13 years was a perfect blueprint for how adulthood works. Think back to the very beginning. Remember your first day of kindergarten? You were 4 or 5 years old, oversized backpack weighing you down, tightly gripping your parents' hand. The hallways looked long, the older kids looked like giants, and you were leaving familiarity for the first time. It was terrifying. Honestly, that might be how it feels to stand here today, on the edge of leaving high school. The backpack might be gone, but those feelings of uncertainty and a little fear may return in the near future. You're about to enter a brand new hallway, but kindergarten already taught you the lesson you need to know. The unknown is only scary until you walk through the door. Within a week, you found your cubbies, you made friends, and you learned how to navigate the space. You will do it again. As you grew, each level mirrored a milestone that you will eventually hit in adulthood. The elementary years, building the foundation. This was your first taste of independence. You learned how to share, how to resolve arguments on the playground, and how to read. In adulthood, this is your early 20s, the phase where you learn the basic mechanics of taking care of yourself, managing a budget, and figuring out who you are when your parents aren't watching. Middle school, the awkward transition. Middle school was an adjustment. Your voice has changed, your braces hurt, and at some point you probably worried about navigating the new structure of changing classes and hallway independence. This is exactly like mid-career life. It's that middle management phase where the novelty of being new has worn off, the responsibilities are getting heavier, and you're trying to figure out your true identity amidst a lot of noise. It's messy, but it builds character. High school underclassmen, as freshmen and sophomores, you finally had some choices. You picked electives, joined teams, maybe started driving. In life, this is the milestone of establishing your career, starting a family. It's the moment you stop just following the curriculum and start choosing your own adventure, discovering what you're actually passionate about. And finally, senior year. This year, you finally felt like you ran the place. You knew the shortcuts, you knew the teachers, and you were comfortable. But just as you get comfortable, the clock runs out. That's the ultimate truth of adulthood. Just when you think you have life completely figured out, the universe hands you a diploma and tells you it's time to start over. And I'll let you in on a little secret. That's the beauty of it all. The journey and the winding roads are what make it meaningful. Now, here you are tonight. You're graduating from the sandbox of high school and into the massive playground of the real world. If you're feeling scared tonight, or maybe any time over the course of the next few months, let that feeling remind you of 5-year-old you. You've already survived the giant hallways, the awkward transitions, the tough exams, the shifting friendships.
You've already practiced how to live a full life. You just did it inside these walls. As you step into the world, remember that life will keep changing grades on you. You'll grow and learn more and experience mistakes that won't define you, but will help mold you into who you were meant to become. Please don't be afraid of the next level. You've been passing the tests all along. You've proven that you can do it. Now you just get to do it a little bit more your way. It's been an honor to watch you accomplish all you have this year. Though our time together was short, I did not need any longer to become fiercely proud of each of you and everything you stand for. As you venture into your next adventure, please know that we will be here rooting for you every step of the way. Once a Raider, always a Raider. Congratulations, 2026. So proud of you. It is now my honor to introduce this year's salutatorian. This student will be wrapping up his academic career here at Cal Mum with 31 total credits. He challenged himself with rigorous coursework, completing 10 AP courses and scoring at or near the top on several exams. He will graduate today with an overall grade point average of 99.2 and a Regents diploma with advanced designation with honors in math and science. Additionally, he's been a member of our athletic programs for all 3 seasons throughout his career, National Honor Society, Ski Club, and the math team. He represents the spirit of championship that's deeply rooted in the Cal Mum way. He will be heading to SUNY Geneseo this fall, where he will major in chemistry and also play on the men's soccer team. Please join me in welcoming the class of 2026 salutatorian, Jacob Wiley.
Hello, my name is Jacob Wiley, and I'm honored to be standing before you today. First, I would like to thank the people who made this moment possible. My teachers, my friends, my brother and sister, and my coaches, Shelt, Daphne, Geiger, Hammer, and Flint, who shaped my journey and pushed me beyond my limits. Most importantly, I want to thank my parents. Without their love, support, and guidance, I could never have become the person I am today, nor the person I will continue to become. As we stand here today, on the verge of a new adventure, one question comes to mind. What should we do with the gift of life? This is a question that many people struggle with, and neither I nor anyone else can answer it for you. Graduation marks the moment when we begin answering that question for ourselves. It doesn't mean you need to have your entire life planned out, and your answer may change over time. What matters is that you keep searching for it. But I will ask one thing of you. Take chances and chase your dreams. Don't let fear of failure stop you from pursuing something that truly matters to you. Years from now, you don't want to look back and wonder what might have happened if only you had taken the chance. Success stories often begin with someone who believed in a possibility before anyone else did. I encourage you to be that person, the one who is not afraid of failure, but inspired by the possibility of success. Think about the risks you have already taken, joining a new sport, enrolling in a difficult class, making a new friend, or stepping outside your comfort zone. Those moments helped shape who we are today. They challenged us, taught us valuable lessons, and helped us grow into better versions of ourselves. I remember hesitating before trying something because I was afraid of failing. Looking back, I realized the only real mistake would have been not trying at all. As we move forward, continue taking risks. Continue pushing yourself beyond what feels comfortable. Some risks may lead to success, while others may lead to lessons, but both will help you grow. More importantly, the most memorable moments in life often come from the chances we take. They lead to experiences, friendships, and memories that stay with us for a lifetime. As we leave here today, we step into a world full of possibilities and potential, if we're willing to seize them. So take the chances that scare you, and chase the dreams that feel out of reach. In the end, the moments we remember won't be the ones that went perfectly. They'll be the ones where we took a risk and turned them into something we'll never forget. As we all go in separate directions, I hope we don't just look back on the years. I hope we carry them forward into everything we become. We don't have all the answers yet, and maybe we're not supposed to. Thank you for everything.
I'm honored to introduce you to our class of 2026 valedictorian, Julia Wasilko. Yes, absolutely, we can clap for her. To be the valedictorian of the class of 2026, a class that epitomizes hard work and has so many bright and talented individuals in it, is a true testament to Julia's work ethic and determination. Julia graduates this year with 36 academic credits, including 9 AP courses. She's earned a Regents Diploma with advanced designation with honors in math and science, as well as the seal of biliteracy. Another statistic worth mentioning this evening is Julia's exceptional Regents examination scores. Of the 10 exams she took, her total average score was a 97%. Julia's academic prowess speaks for itself, but even more impressive is that she accomplished her feats while also being involved in athletics, the musical, the senior play, Spanish club, science club, National Honor Society, student council, the math team, and the interscholastic competition in English. Julia will be attending Lees McRae College in the fall, where she will study veterinary medicine and wildlife rehabilitation, and also participate on the cross-country and track and field teams. Please join me in welcoming the class of 2026 valedictorian, Julia Wasilko.
Good evening, everyone. I am so glad to be able to represent my classmates that I have had the opportunity to spend so much of my life growing as people with. And on behalf of the class of 2026, I would like to extend my appreciation towards everyone who got us to where we are today. We wouldn't be here without you. To family, friends, teachers, coaches, administrators, staff, and countless others that have shaped us into the people we are, we would like to say thank you for everything that you have done for us. Parents in particular, you have been with us every step of the way, including our very own first steps, which brings me to what I'd like to first speak on today. If you've ever had the opportunity to witness a baby first learning how to walk, for one, you have to admit it's adorable, but also you've probably noticed that they fall over a lot. I would hope that your first instinct wasn't to judge them for how much they fell over, because they're just beginning to learn. You're not going to judge them by the same standards that you would an adult who has been walking for many years. Now, as seniors in high school, I would like to say that for the most part, we've mastered walking, other than a stumble here and there, which are bound to happen. But we have not mastered many of the skills that we need to navigate the quote-unquote real world. But guess what? We're not expected to. As much as it may seem that there's an outside expectation to be flawless in everything you do, and that failure must be avoided at all costs, the reality of the situation is that more often than not, we're actually expected to fail sometimes, because just like that baby that takes 2 steps and tumbles back down, we're still learning. So don't let your fear of failure stop you. No matter what you do, you're going to fail at some point. So you might as well fail doing what you actually want to be doing. It's really not about how many times you fall down, but that you keep getting up and trying. That brings me to the concept of grit. Now, this is something that I have learned about by name in the 2 very different environments of varsity soccer practice and psychology class, but have seen countless examples of its importance in my life. In simplest terms, grit is about doing the hard things and facing challenges, even when it would be so much easier and more enjoyable in the short term to not. I'm sure that some of you probably don't think that you'll need grit, and quite honestly, that's just wrong. No matter what your first steps into life after high school are, you will need to have some grit. In the words of a man with some very famous first steps, Neil Armstrong, you've got to expect things are going to go wrong. There's going to be obstacles thrown at you that you haven't even thought about. Things won't always be easy, and there will be
times that you just want to quit. Having gone through high school, I'm sure you've all had the feeling at some point or other of wanting more than anything to just give up. Now, maybe you have given up on some of these things. It happens. None of us are perfect. But there's definitely things that you stuck through even though you didn't enjoy it whatsoever because you knew it would be worth it. This is exactly the grit that you are going to need for whatever you go on to. You are all capable of tons of great things as long as you don't sell yourself short by quitting early. From our time together through the last however many years of school, I have witnessed both the talent and perseverance of you all. It is because of this that I know that soon enough, between online updates and in-person encounters, I'll see all the great success that all the members of our class have had. As much as I hope you all had a great time in high school, challenge yourself to make your life after better than that, because there's so much more to life than high school. So strive for the best, make mistakes, and never let fear stop you. Thank you. Before Julia sits down, I just wanted to add as I give her medal that she's graduating with over a 100 GPA. So another round of applause for that. I would now like to invite our high school counselor, Ms. Sarah Curran, to the podium as we complete our presentation of awards. Now we're on. Okay. Our first award for the night is the Caledonia Mumford Lions Club Citizen Award, which is awarded on the basis of character, community service, leadership, and scholarship. There are two recipients of the award this year. They are Austin Chanel and Margaret Jones. Our next award is the Caledonia Mumford Lions Club Robert Shoemaker Award. The Robert L. Shoemaker III Scholarship goes to a graduate entering the skills trade. This year's recipient is Chadwick Littleton. The Virginia M. Keith Memorial Student Athlete Activity Award is awarded on the basis of citizenship, academic achievement, and participation in varsity athletics. This year's award goes to Julia Wasilko. Our next award is the Patrick M. Keith Memorial Scholarship Award. This is given for citizenship, academic achievement, and participation in varsity athletics. This award goes to Jacob Wiley. Our next award is the Dr. William S. Angelaro Scholarship. This is presented to seniors pursuing a degree in the health field. This year's recipients are Tasha Brockenshire and Liam Taggart. Our next award is the Caledonia Mumford Teachers Association Scholarship, presented to a senior pursuing a degree in education. This year's award goes to Sullivan Williams. The Kevin Kissel Memorial Scholarship is awarded on the basis of citizenship, positive attitude, and participation in a variety of school activities. This year's recipient is Tyler Potter. Our next award is the Carol L. Costa Memorial Scholarship. Carol Coffey was a generous, loving, and passionate teacher for the Caledonia Mumford School District. Her 35-year dedication to impacting the minds, hearts, and souls of future leaders was Carol's finest accomplishment. She taught with love, kindness, and inclusion, and saw potential in every young person's life that she touched. She always showed support and concern for others. Her students knew that she cared about them and their success. This scholarship is designed to award a graduating senior pursuing a degree in education. The recipient of this year's award is Cecilia Cook. Our next award is the Matthew Cleary Post number 255, Sons of American Legion. This is for strong performance in social studies coursework. This year's recipients are Kira Knoll and Sullivan Williams. Our next award is the Tim Kelly Heroes Scholarship. After Tim's death in 2003, Kelly's Heroes established this scholarship in his name to honor his memory. Tim was a lifelong resident of Caledonia and a 1977 graduate of Cal Mum, where he played trumpet in the school band program from 4th grade through graduation. While attending Alfred University for Agriculture, he played trumpet in jazz band. He played for many community and church events and was a member of the Sky Coasters for many years before founding the Caledonia Firemen's Band, which eventually became Kelly's Heroes. Tim brought his enthusiasm for music to the band and challenged its members to perform with spirit. This year's recipients are Cache Brockenshire and Hannah Harmon. Our next award is the Inclusive Heart Award. This award recognizes a graduating senior who consistently demonstrates exemplary personal character through kindness, empathy, acceptance, and a strong commitment to inclusion. Their actions foster a welcoming and respectful environment, ensure peers feel valued and supported, and positively influence the school community through everyday interactions. This award goes to Lily Johnson. Our next award is the Tom Cook Dan Coyle Award. The Tom Cook Dan Coyle Memorial Scholarship Award is given in the memory of these two men whose work ethic, love, and respect for life, family, and community are a testimony to their character. This year's recipient is Aubrey Bogardus. Our next award is the First Presbyterian Church, which sponsors a scholarship named in honor of Chris and Emily Peterson. This is awarded on the basis of citizenship, volunteerism, and character. This year's recipients are Aiden Decker and Jacob Wiley. The Ruth Estes Memorial Scholarship is from the Wheatland Historical Association, and they are proud to present Lynette Freeze Senior Scholarships. This $1,000 scholarship is awarded to 4 deserving seniors to use in furthering education at a college, trade school, or vocational institution. Our 4 recipients this year are Aaron Blaker, Emma Brogan, Gary Johnson, and Cheyenne Middleton. Our next award is the Cal Mums Hoop Club Award. This is for students who have left their mark on and off the basketball court. We wish you the best of luck in your future. This year's recipients are Tyler Potter and Julia Wasilko. Our next award is the GWA Chamber of Commerce Scholarship. The GWA Chamber of Commerce proudly serves our members and communities in the gateway to the Genesee region including the village of Scottsville, village of Caledonia, the hamlet of Mumford, and surrounding areas. The Chamber is pleased to again offer an academic scholarship award to deserving students in the Caledonia Mumford and Wheatland Child School Districts in 2026. This award goes to a student who exhibits commitment to the community and academic success. This award goes to Austin Chanel. Our next award is the Big Springs Garden Club Barbara W. Martin Memorial Scholarship. This scholarship is awarded to a student pursuing higher education in horticulture, agriculture, conservation, or landscape architecture. This year's recipient is Mackenzie Stella. The Judy Reed Memorial Scholarship is given to a senior pursuing a degree in education. This year's recipient is Shay Dreskowski. Our next award is the Caledonia Mumford Support Staff Scholarship. This scholarship is given from the CalMum support staff to graduating senior. This year's recipients are Scott Bowman Jr. and Lily Johnson. Our next award is the Emily Grace Peterson Award. This scholarship is given in loving memory of Emily, a scholar athlete who loved art and aspired to work in a field where she could help children. This scholarship is for a female student who is planning to pursue higher education. This year's recipient is Nia Wilson. Our next award is the Christopher Adam Peterson Award. This scholarship is given in loving memory of Chris, a scholar athlete who loved music and performing. He participated in a number of extracurricular activities and was pursuing a degree in engineering. This scholarship is given to a male student pursuing a career in the field of engineering. This year's recipient is Austin Chanel. Our next award is the CARES Memorial Scholarship. The CalMum Alumni Remembrance Educational Scholarship, or CARES, was established in the remembrance of all CalMum students. This scholarship honors graduating seniors in support of their future endeavors. This year's recipient is Mackenzie Stella. Our next award is the Jim and Ann Dollard Foundation Awards. Jim and Ann Dollard lived in Caledonia for nearly 50 years and raised a family of 6 kids. Their work as a school principal and a nurse was only the beginning of a devotion to serving others. It is our hope that the recipient will follow their example in the future. This year's award goes to Laura Reynolds. Our next award is the E.S. Campbell Endowment Scholarship Fund. This award is intended to honor an individual who exhibits academic competence, high moral and ethical values, and leadership qualities. Our 2 recipients this year are Trent Kessler and Jacob Wiley. Our next award is the CM Cheer Booster Club Scholarship. This scholarship is awarded to a senior who has gone above and beyond to foster school spirit throughout our school and community. The recipient of this year's award is Scott Bowman Jr. Our next award is the Heart of a Raider Scholarship. This scholarship was created by Caledonia Mumford alumna to support female scholar athletes who excel both in the classroom and on the field in continuing their education. This year's recipient is Emma Brogan. Our next award is the 4-Point Rod and Gun Club Trap Shooting Scholarship. The membership of the 4-Point Rod and Gun Club would like to thank all students who applied for the Shooting Sports Award this year. While all the submissions featured excellent essays, we feel one in particular most exemplified the qualities we strive to support. On behalf of our entire membership, we are proud to congratulate Chadwick Littleton as this year's recipient of the $1,000 award. And for our final award tonight, we would like to call Monica Hamilton to the field.
Good evening. What a grand night for a celebration. Congratulations to the class of 2026. All of your hard work was very impressive. Those statistics from Dr. Chanel were quite impressive. So congratulations. On behalf of Mayor Catherine Hamilton's family, I'm here to present the first annual Mayor Catherine Hamilton Kindness Award. My mom loved attending every graduation ceremony. In fact, her goal was to be here tonight and make it to this graduation. But though she is not in Ham 1 over by the fence, she is here. She is with us. She is probably up there telling everyone that she never missed the graduation and telling everyone that she spoke at 3 of them. And she's probably bragging about Scotty Bowman Jr., that he's going to go to St. Bonaventure and he'll be running the place by January, and that Emma Brogan's going to go to Stony Brook and she's going to break every track and field record that they have. And of course she's wondering how many times the Jeep Renegade's going to drive down 95 south to go to Wilmington. Yes, she is here with us tonight. And she would be so honored that a scholarship is being given out in her honor. Wow, how she loved Calmon. She was a teacher here for over 50 years, taught social studies. She coached girls basketball, girls softball, and she tutored students along the way, especially near the end of her life. She loved her politics. She was the mayor for 8 years. But perhaps she's best known as the lady who wrote the handwritten cards. Yes, there was no occasion too small that did not warrant an NCDH smiley face card. A big thank you to Dr. Chanel and Mrs. Larson for helping us get this scholarship established and off the ground so quickly. Thank you to everyone who made donations to this scholarship in memory of Mary Catherine. The requirements for the scholarship are that the student must be a graduating senior who has contributed to their school and community. In addition, the applicants had to write a handwritten card of thanks to someone who's made a difference in their life. This year, 8 seniors applied and wrote cards thanking a coach, a teacher, a mentor. The students knew that their cards would be handed out, and yesterday, cards were delivered to Mrs. McCardle, Mr. Young, Coach Shelton, Coach Freeman, Miss Boyd, Mrs. Earl McGarrett McNulty, and Mike Reed. Mary Catherine would love that her card writing lives on. And it's so hard to select a student for this. Everyone was so worthy and have done so much to contribute to their community. It's very difficult, but our scholarship winner this year is a young lady who, like Mary Catherine, loved Calmon, and she exemplifies what it means to be a Raider. She is always willing to pitch in. She's always willing to help. She always makes things get done behind the scenes, no matter what it takes. Our winner wrote her card of thanks to Mr. Reed, And in that, she thanked him. She thanked Mr. Reed for always being there for her, always listening to her, and helping her make good decisions. As she said, thank you for having my back. The winner will attend the University of Buffalo, just as Mary Catherine did. There is no person, no matter how great all the applicants were, that Mary Catherine would want to see receive the first annual Kindness Award. And so this year, we award her granddaughter, Lily Johnson, the first Mary Catherine Hamilton Kindness Award. Congratulations, Lily. Thank you.
The class of 2026 has selected teacher Brittany Chapman as their speaker. It is my pleasure to introduce Ms. Brittany Chapman. Good evening, everyone. I start every class with this routine, and tonight is the last time we will begin together this way. To say it is an honor and a privilege to have been chosen to stand here in front of you all and speak tonight is an understatement. In all honesty, I wasn't sure that the students who stood in front of me during open house at the end of August and said, "Ms. Chapman, you're speaking at our graduation," were actually going to select me. Writing a speech to give at graduation can seem pretty terrifying, especially if you're like me. Someone who's comfortable in front of the classroom, but is more hesitant to address people in large groups. I'm going to do my best to not cry throughout this, mainly because I'm sad that this group of people who've been a part of my daily life for the past 5 years are no longer going to be in my hallway saying hello to me every day. But also because I'm a little terrified. I can tell you that it seemed pretty challenging to me to come up with what to say and to be able to hold it together. Writing this speech has been an exercise in vulnerability for me, but it feels right. After all, if I've learned anything from these last 5 years, it's that showing up authentically, even when it's uncomfortable, is where the real growth happens. As I look back on our time together, I don't just see a group of students. I see the people who have fundamentally shaped my own journey as an educator. I often call this group my kids because when you spend 85 minutes a day together for 5 years, they become part of your heart. What do you say to students who've been a part of your daily life for 5 years? What can I say that I haven't already said? Were you even listening to me at all during that time? What could I possibly say to you to send you off on your journey after high school? There were some of my typical sayings that came to mind. Find who you are and be proud. You sparkle most when you are you. Do great things. And then some other things like change the world, make our world a better place. There are 2 important points I want to make to you this evening. The first is that the impact you have on others is significant. Everyone knows I love a little or a lot of sparkle, not just because sparkles are fun, but because the light sparkles radiate can spark joy. Sparkles shine light in all directions, just as you do when you show concern and care for others. Be a sparkle and continue illuminating the lives of others. Never allow anyone to extinguish your own brilliance. The second feels like it defines what we have lived the last 5 years together. The quote hanging in my classroom, framed behind my desk, says, "If it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you." I may have spoken about this quote in the past, but the way this quote epitomizes our time together, I could not choose anything else. Our shared history is unique. A rare 5-year stretch of learning, evolving, and growing alongside one another. Whether you were one of the 68 eighth graders I taught in that first year, or someone who had the same English teacher for 4 years running, we have been a constant in each other's lives. And while I was your teacher, the truth is, you have been my teachers too. You taught me patience. You taught me resilience. You taught me how important it is to keep showing up even on the hard days. You reminded me that growth really rarely happens in comfort, and that the most meaningful relationships are often built in the middle of challenge. Because over these last 5 years, we didn't just learn about literature, grammar, or how to write an essay. We learned how to become. I met most of you when you were 13, still figuring out who you were and the kind of person you wanted to become. Over the last 5 years, I watched challenges shape you, failure teach you, and uncertainty strengthen you. It has been an incredible privilege to watch the layers of your potential reveal themselves, much like a complex, beautiful gift unfolding. Tonight, as we celebrate all you've accomplished, it feels like we're placing the final tie on the bow of that journey. I watched Dylan become someone who carries loyalty with pride. I watched Colton become someone who quietly has fun. I watched Brianna become someone who does not let adversity define them. I watched Aaron B. become someone who uplifts others. I watched Aubrey become someone who quietly lets their personality shine. I watched Celine become someone who speaks volumes without saying much. I watched Scotty become someone who leads with light and courage. I watched Cachet become someone who radiates joy. I watched Emma B. become someone who fully embraces their talent and shines. I watched Caden B. become someone who brings a calming presence to every challenge. I watched Colby become someone who turns discipline into success. I watched Callan become someone who makes others laugh when they need it most. I watched Austin become someone who relentlessly chases their dreams. I watched Taylor become someone whose heart makes room for others. I watched Ashton become someone who finally believes in what they are truly capable of. I watched Maya become someone who confidently holds their own space. I watched Aiden become someone who speaks with courage and conviction. I watched Julia D. become someone who stands firmly in her own truth. I watched Shay become someone who ceaselessly strives to be the best version of themselves. I watched Caden D. become someone who always chooses kindness. I watched Carter become someone who quietly stands up for what is right. I watched Hannah become someone who leads with profound empathy and unwavering commitment. I watched Cooper become someone who mastered the art of making his presence felt without needing to be loud. I watched Gary become someone who sets the standard and then exceeds it. I watched Lily J become someone who leads with resilient strength and contagious joy. I watched Maggie become someone who naturally finds humor in life's most surprising moments. I watched Trent K become someone who genuinely champions others. I watched Carl become someone who turns setbacks into strength. I watched Chris become someone who embraces unique originality. I watched Cece become someone whose radiant positivity brings out the best in those around them. I watched Lily K become someone who is comfortable in who they are. I watched Naomi become someone who consistently challenges themselves. I watched Chadwick become someone who leads with quiet, natural authority. I watched Matthew become someone who listens deeply and speaks only when it matters. I watched Evan become someone who embodies kindness. I watched Cheyenne become someone who makes others feel seen. I watched Trent M become someone who treats everyone they meet with genuine warmth and respect. I watched Aaron M become someone who uses their voice with purrs. I watched Kira become someone who stands tall in difficult moments. I watched Frankie become someone who approaches every person with thoughtful concern and kindness. I watched Gwen become someone who possesses a truly caring heart. I watched Jose become someone who reminds us all not to take life too seriously. I watched Jackson become someone whose genuine care for others is a quiet, steady strength. I watched Tyler become someone who leads with an expansive heart and deep gratitude. I watched Raylyn learn the value and impact of her words. I watched Laura become someone who inspires others through action. I watched Jonah become someone who surrounds himself with friends who honor authenticity. I watched Brooklyn become someone who effortlessly navigates her way through challenges. I watched Landon become someone who balances focus with a well-timed moment of comic relief. I watched Mackenzie become someone who has learned their quiet strength is their most powerful asset. I watched Jasmine become someone who realized her quiet observations carry weight. I watched Liam become someone who inspires others through profound resilience and a kind heart. I watched Colleen become someone who brings joy wherever they go. I watched Norwin become someone who embraces uniqueness. I watched Grace become someone who proves that strength does not have to be loud. I watched Elijah become someone who carries resilience into every challenge. I watched Adriana become someone who keeps going even when things get hard. I watched Gisa become someone who radiates happiness and brings an adventurous spirit to every new experience. I watched Lucas become someone who pursues his ambitions with quiet determination. I watched Julia W. become someone who carries the weight of success with a grace and a genuine heart. I watched Jacob become someone who leads with academic brilliance and a humble, grounded spirit. I watched Spencer become someone who is quietly confident. I watched Sully become someone who navigates the world with genuine warmth and thoughtfulness. I watched Mia become someone who sets a powerful example for her peers. I watched Anthony become someone who does not waver. I watched Marcus become someone who never stops trying. I watched Emma W. become someone who has a truly compassionate heart. I watched Jonas become someone who shows others that it's okay to be exactly who they are. I watched you become leaders, listeners, fighters, dreamers. I watched some of you find your voice and others find your strength. I watched you become people who make others feel welcome, who stand up for what's right, who keep going when life gets hard, who bring light into hard rooms, who lead with kindness, and who trust themselves enough to face what's next. Through our time together, you all have become some of my favorite humans. I did not say students. As teachers, we don't have favorite students. But really, the people you have become are so inspiring. This may be surprising, but I'm going to tell you not to stop challenging people, ever. This includes yourselves. Challenge helps people to find the best version of themselves. Through challenging yourselves, you have grown into young people with pretty impressive qualities. Because you've frequently challenged me, you have helped me to become a better version of myself as a teacher and a person. Maybe you can be a little less harsh on other people. We all know that there were some pretty tough days. However, evolution does not happen without the challenge you presented me with. People don't change or grow without feeling uncomfortable. You all have the opportunity to change the world by challenging it. Do not shy away from challenges. Face them head on, knowing that you are going to be better for it. You may not immediately see the reward. It may take days, months, or even 5 years to really understand how it affected you, but it will be worth it. Do not hesitate to challenge yourselves the way you challenge others. You owe it to yourself to see who you can become. I cannot wait to see the impact you have through the challenges you face. As you leave here today, remember, the challenges ahead are not there to stop you. They are there to shape you. Because if it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. Remember that you are the gift. Tonight isn't just an ending. It's the final tie on the bow of your high school years, wrapping up all you've learned and preparing you to share your brilliance with the world. I will be here cheering you on every step of the way. The world beyond Cal-Mum is truly lucky, and I hope it is ready for all that the class of 2026 has to offer. To quote the great Josh Allen, be good, do good, God bless. And finally, go Raiders. It is now time to present the diplomas to the class of 2026. Julia Grace Wasilko. Jacob Irving Wiley. Emma Jean Brogan. Austin Parker Chanel. Shay Morgan Druskowski.
Yes, sir!
Hannah Elizabeth Harmon. Gary Michael Johnson. Margaret Ann Jones. Kiera Elizabeth Knoll. Sullivan Patrick Williams. Mia Elizabeth Wilson.
Yeah! Yeah!
Dylan Michael Alcott. Colton Robert Auger. Brianna Elaine Bishop. Aaron Robert Blaker. Aubrey Macy Bogardus. Celine Mariah Bowen. Scott Paul Bowman Jr. Cache Carol Brockenshire. Hayden Jade Busey. Colby Donald Burns. Callan Thomas Capitelli. Taylor Holly Cobb. Ashton Levi Cooper. Maya Ashley Davis. Aiden Michael Decker. Julia Lee Denning. Hayden Howard Duckworth. Carter Ronald Hallett. Cooper Andrew Hook. Lily Jo Johnson. Trent Michael Kurt Kessler. Carl David Claver. Christopher Arthur Knaus Jr. Cecilia Arlen Cook. Lillian Rain Kritzberger. Naomi Lucille Kruger. Chadwick James Littleton. Matthew Peyton Malashevsky. Evan Thomas Martin. Cheyenne Marie Middleton. Trent Stephen Moser. Aaron Richard Munnings. Francis Stanley Tavis. Gwendolyn Elise Peck. Jose Gabriel Pedraza Jr. Jackson Neal Peet. Tyler Matthew Potter. Raylyn Faith Reed. Laura Beth Reynolds. Jonah George Shunk. Brooklyn Jade Seymour. Landon Patrick Sheehan. Mackenzie Ann Stella. Jasmine Hannah Swartenberg. Liam Shane Taggart. Colleen Ann Talty. Norman Thomas Todd. Grace Ann Van Auken. Elijah Rashawn Van. Adriana Elizabeth Vassiani. Gisa Vandenhut. Lucas Edward Wagner. Spencer Allen Wilkins. Anthony James Wright. Marcus Jamal Jackson Wright. Emma Kate Whitegill. Jonas Eli Zaire. Under the direction of our vocal music teacher, Dylan Youngs, our high school choir, joined with alumni, will be singing Old Irish Blessing. This is a classic Sunday song with prayers of good fortune. After that song, we ask everyone to join as we sing the Alma Mater. Dr. Schnell, the transcripts of each student presented to you this evening have been thoroughly vetted, and we have found that they meet all the requirements for graduation by the State Education Department. Thus, it gives me great pleasure to turn the class of 2026 over to you for approval of diplomas. Will the class of 2026 please stand?
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Education of Caledonia Mumford Central School District, and in accordance with the regulations of the Board of Regents and the Commissioner of Education of the great state of New York, I hereby declare that you have successfully completed the requirements prescribed for graduation, and I confer upon each of you the New York State High School Diploma, with all the rights, the privileges, and the responsibilities that come with it. Class of 2026, you may now flip your tassels. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of Caledonia Mumford 2026.